I have these phones right here. They are the JBL Bluetooth 600 Bluetooth, whatever. The name will be there, the specifications are there. One matter is people who have this headphone have problems with it because it's nice and it can last for years. My one has around. My headphones, these ones, they are like 2 years old now. 3 years old. However, these cushions are not. They are new. They are like, I bought them last week. I just kept my headphones clean up, and I use this guy like every single day. You can see here. I cannot change this, so you can see on how bad it is and how the old cushions were here. I already changed these cushions. The cushions, the name of these little things you put on your ears. Twice. This is the second pair of cushions that I am buying for this headphone. I'm making this video because a lot of people had problems with this model specifically. Because, well, instead of being a little plastic ring that you can just rotate and put the little cushion on it, it has, well, it's basically physically locked to it. And by that I mean I'm gonna show you. You need to open this because there are some clips here, some things that hold it in place. They're made of plastic and they are really hard. I already did it sometimes, so I can do this with my own fingers, but for people who are doing this for the first time and their headphones are not that old, like the first time doing it, the first few times, I suggest you to get a spoon or something hard to pull it off because it hurts. It hurts a lot. All you gotta do is grab it here and pull it. It's easier from the top, at least for me. Just pull it off. There we go. And that's it. There's no screws. You don't need to unscrew these unless you want to do something with your phone. If your headphones, they are going inside, like circuitry or something. But for the cushions only, all you need to do is pull it off and you're done. This is the cushion, and this is not the original one. This is not the original one. These ones are made for JBL headphones, but this one's not the original that came with this headphone specifically. Why? Because this headphone has the cushion glued to this ring, to this plastic ring. This plastic ring right here still has the fabric of the first cushion. It's glued to it, so there's nothing you can do except cut it off. And that's exactly what I did the first time that I had found this headphone. There is no fear to do anything. All you gotta do is just unclip it from the headphone, and cut it off. All you gotta do is make sure that you don't break this because it's the only thing that you have that will make this thing work. This works for both sides, okay? It's the same thing. Pull it off, put it in. All you gotta do is grab this ring, which is the important part, and grab a new pair of cushions. I'm from Brazil, so I don't know how these one cost for you, but they're not that expensive. They're like, I don't know, maybe, I'm horrible with numbers, don't ask me. What matter is, these things are way cheaper than a new old headphone. So, new cushion, old ring. You gotta pay attention because there are things that fit inside the ring. This fabric is just one thing. There is a side without the fabric that's not glued to the fabric, and the side that is glued to the fabric. The side with the fabric goes on the side of the phone the headphone when you're gonna do it. This side goes with this side. This is the inside that will touch this side of the phone. And this one is where the cushion will return to, like this. If you do this, it will work, but it will work for the other side, not this one. So remember. why not only have these little things for you to hold it on the headphone itself, but there's also this thing from the noise cancelling equipment, which has this little hole right here, which basically fits in this place right here. Be sure to know what you're doing, be sure to pay attention for this part for when you're gonna put it in. Because if you're like me and you wanna make the letters in the right place, well, all you gotta do is be sure that you are putting it on the right angle. Put it here, see if everything's matching. Then you gotta do is put it on the right way, turn it on, and put it in. Simple as that. This is the hardest part actually, because this thing you need to stretch it a little bit for it to fit inside. But once it fits inside, it won't go out easily. You can stretch a little bit as long as you don't rip it off. Put it in here, put it in there. Pull a little bit more. And just be patient. And try not to rotate the cushion for the letter to be in the right place. Put it in. And holy shit, it's not that easy. And here we go. There. The little hole is right here. The little hole for this part is right here. So all I gotta do is put it in the right place, in the right direction. Be sure that you did everything right, because if you do, it will fit without much problem. And I'm a dumbass, and I was putting on the wrong place. Watch out for the thing that I told you. Put it in here, and just press it. It'll make the little noise for the clipping, and it's done. You change the cushion from your headphones.